Hey, Liam. It's so good to see you again. How's your summer going?
Hey Emma, it's been great so far. The weather's been amazing, and I've been spending as much time outside as possible. What about you?
I can't complain. Actually, talking about summer made me think of a fun scenario. Imagine you wake up tomorrow, but instead of waking up at home, you wake up in America for your summer break. Your American friend rushes in and says, "Come on, everyone's waiting for us." Wow, why does summer English suddenly sound so different?
That's such a great question. Summer break definitely has its own vocabulary. People speak much faster, shorten words, and use incredibly casual expressions. Today, we're going to spend an entire American summer day together, from breakfast all the way until the bonfire at night. Along the way, you'll learn the exact expressions native speakers actually use.
I love it. And for everyone watching right now, we want you to close your eyes and jump into this imaginary story with us. We won't have any background noise or sound effects, so we need you to use your imagination. I already feel like I'm right there inside the scenario. So, Liam, where does our summer adventure officially begin?
It starts early in the morning. You landed a few days ago. You're finally adjusted to the time difference, and today is your first real day out with your American friends. One of them pulls into the driveway, rolls down the window, smiles, and says, "You ready?"
Oh, that's much shorter than I expected. I thought they would say something more formal, like, "Are you ready to go?"
That's exactly what surprises most learners. Americans often drop words like are because the situation itself already explains the rest.
So they're just speaking naturally. If someone asks me, "You ready?" I don't need to give a long textbook explanation back, right?
Not at all. A short, quick answer sounds completely natural because the conversation is moving fast. Summer conversations are all about being relaxed.
I'm already noticing that. Nobody seems to be trying to impress anyone. The atmosphere completely changes the language.
It really does. If you listen carefully, you'll hear contractions, shortened questions, and casual slang almost everywhere you go.
I think that's something learners rarely get to practice in traditional courses.
You're totally right, because classrooms usually remove the context. Students hear isolated sentences, but real life gives you so much more information than just words on a page.
Just them, someone in the car says, "It's gonna be so much fun." I noticed they didn't say, "It is going to be."
Great observation. Americans shorten expressions constantly, especially when they're in a holiday mood. During the summer, those connections between words become even faster.
So if I keep waiting to hear every single word exactly as I learned it in textbooks, I'm probably going to miss out on the conversation.
Exactly. That's because learning isn't just happening during study sessions anymore. Every casual conversation in the car becomes part of the lesson.
I just heard someone from the back seat say, "We're almost there." At least that one was easy to understand.
Moments like that are so important because they build your confidence. Not every single sentence has to be a challenge.
Look, the car is slowing down now. I think we've finally arrived.
We have. And this is where the real American summer experience begins. As soon as you step into the backyard, you'll hear dozens of conversations happening all at once. People are laughing, introducing themselves, serving food, and using one specific expression that almost every English learner misunderstands the first time they hear it.
Oh no, I have a feeling I'm about to make my very first summer mistake, right?
Don't worry, almost everyone does, and that's exactly why this next interaction is one you'll never forget.
Wow, there are so many people here. Some are grilling, some are playing backyard games, and everyone seems to be talking at the same time. I don't even know where to look first.
That's exactly what makes an American summer barbecue so much fun. It's never just one big formal conversation, it's 10 small casual conversations happening simultaneously.
I think that's exactly what would make me nervous. In a classroom, you usually just talk to one person at a time. Here, it feels like a wave of English hitting you all at once.
It definitely feels overwhelming at first, but here's a secret most learners don't realize. You don't have to understand every single conversation happening around you. Just focus entirely on the one you're actually part of.
That already makes me feel a lot better, because I was honestly trying to listen to everyone at the same time.
Almost every learner does that on their first day. They think they're supposed to understand the entire backyard, when in reality, you only need to focus on the person standing right next to you.
Okay, someone just walked over, smiled, and said, "Help yourself." Wait a second, does that mean they want me to help them prepare the food?
That is probably the most common reaction, and it's completely understandable. Now, let's ask everyone watching, what do you think help yourself actually means? Take a couple of seconds to think about it before we reveal the answer.
Okay, let me guess. Based on what you've been saying about summer English, I think it means go ahead and take whatever food or drink you'd like. Am I right?
Spot on, Emma. That's exactly what it means. It's a very friendly invitation to grab whatever you want. Nobody's asking you to roll up your sleeves and work.
Oh, thank goodness. So they're actually inviting me to eat. That's crazy how the literal translation can trick you.
Exactly. They're just making you feel welcome. It's one of the friendliest expressions you'll hear at an American barbecue.
That's so interesting because every single individual word made sense to me, but the complete expression didn't. Okay, I think I'm officially ready now. I'm going to go grab a burger.
Go for it.
Wait, another person just smiled and said, "Grab whatever you want." Is that basically the same thing?
Great catch. Yes, it is. Different words, same exact idea. Americans often have several natural expressions for the same situation.
So instead of memorizing just one perfect textbook sentence, I should learn the different ways people express the same idea?
That's one of the best habits you can develop. The more variations you know, the easier it becomes to follow real conversations, because native speakers rarely repeat the exact same phrase.
I think I'm starting to notice a pattern already. Everyone sounds so relaxed.
That's because nobody is thinking about grammar rules out here. They're simply enjoying the afternoon, catching up with friends, and having fun together.
Wow, wait, Liam. Someone just laughed and said, "Make yourself at home." Now I'm nervous again. Does that mean they want me to stay here forever?
That's another fantastic summer expression. No, they don't expect you to move in. They're simply telling you to relax, act like you're in your own house, and feel completely comfortable.
Oh, I love that expression. It sounds much friendlier now that I actually understand the meaning behind it. You know what's funny? When we first arrived this morning, every single conversation sounded way too fast. Now I'm already recognizing some of the expressions people are using.
That's because your ears are adapting. You've only been here for a short time, but your brain is already listening for main ideas, instead of trying to translate individual words.
I think that's a much better strategy. Oh, wait, I think something's happening. Someone just yelled, "Let's hit the beach." Please don't tell me we're actually going to hit the physical beach.
That's exactly where our summer adventure is heading next. I was waiting for that question because almost every English learner asks it the first time they hear it. No, nobody is hitting anything. Hit the beach simply means let's go to the beach.
That's actually much easier than I expected. Without you, I would have been looking around, wondering what on earth everyone was talking about.
That's because you were translating the individual words instead of understanding the complete expression. Once you learn it as one single chunk, you'll start hearing it everywhere during the summer.
So let me try it. Everyone's ready, the weather is perfect. I can just say, let's hit the beach.
Perfect. That's exactly how native speakers use it.
I already feel so much more confident than I did this morning. Look, we've just arrived at the beach and wow, it's even busier than the barbecue. People are playing volleyball, others are swimming, and everyone seems to be making new plans every few minutes.
That's one of the best things about an American summer. Nothing feels rigidly scheduled. Conversations just flow and change naturally because people keep thinking of new, fun things to do on the spot.
Someone just walked over and asked, "You guys want to play?" I noticed they didn't say, "Do you want to play?"
Pre-observation. Americans shorten questions constantly during casual conversations. Summer English is usually fast precisely because everyone feels so relaxed and informal.
I think I'm finally starting to hear those shorter questions. Okay, here's a quick challenge for everyone watching. If someone asks, "You want to come?" what would you say? Pause the video right now and think of the answer that sounds the most natural to you.
Most Americans would simply say, "I'm in." You might also hear, "Sounds good," or "Sure." They're all short, friendly, and completely natural.
I definitely would have said something formal like, "Yes, I want to go with you," before today's lesson.
And that's completely understandable. That answer is grammatically perfect, and everyone would understand you. It just sounds much more formal than the way people actually speak with friends during summer break.
So, once again, the shorter answer sounds way more natural.
Exactly. Casual conversations move quickly, and native speakers usually choose the simplest, fastest way to respond.
You know what's funny? This morning, I was so nervous just listening to people talk. Now, I'm actually looking forward to the next conversation.
That's your confidence growing. Your English didn't suddenly become perfect in a few hours. You're simply getting used to the rhythm of real conversations. That is one of the biggest steps toward true fluency.
Oh, look, I think everyone's packing up their beach towels again. Please don't tell me our summer day is already over.
Not even close. We've saved one of my favorite stops for next. It may seem like a simple ice cream shop, but you're about to hear another expression that surprises almost every English learner.
Now I'm really curious. I honestly thought ordering ice cream would be the easy part.
That's exactly what most learners think until they hear the employee's very first question.
Well, we finally made it inside the shop. After everything we've done today, I think I've definitely earned this treat. The employee smiles at me and asks, "What are you getting?" I understand every single word, but I'd probably still pause for a second to think about what they really mean.
And that's completely normal. The first time learners hear, "What are you getting?" many think the employee is asking what another person is giving them. But that's not what's happening at all. In this context, it simply means, "What would you like to order?" or "Which flavor are you choosing?"
I honestly don't think I would have figured that out a few hours ago. I just heard someone say, "Let's grab our ice cream and head over there." A few hours ago, I probably would have stopped to translate every single word. Now, I immediately understand the whole idea.
That is one of the biggest breakthrough moments in language learning. You stop listening word by word, and you start listening idea by idea.
Look, I think everyone is packing up and leaving again. Where are we going now?
To one of my absolute favorite parts of an American summer, a bonfire on the beach as the sun goes down.
I have a feeling the conversations are going to be even faster and more chaotic there.
They usually are, because everyone feels completely comfortable by now. People interrupt each other, laugh, and talk at the same time. For many learners, that's the exact moment they panic and think, my English isn't good enough.
I can definitely imagine feeling that way, but that actually sounds much more realistic than anything I've ever practiced in a traditional classroom.
It really is. And here's the best part. After spending the entire day with these friends, you'll notice something amazing. You'll understand much more around that bonfire than you would have understood this morning. Not because the native speakers slowed down, but because your ears adapted to the environment.
That's such an encouraging thought. It means improvement can happen much faster than learners expect.
It certainly can, especially when you're surrounded by real-world English instead of just studying isolated textbook sentences.
Earlier this morning, you promised to share one simple daily habit that could help us understand Americans much faster. I've been waiting all day for that, Liam. What is it?
Every night before going to bed, think back to the conversations you heard that day. Don't try to remember everything, just choose one single expression you heard naturally. Then, challenge yourself to use that exact same expression the very next day.
Oh, I really like that because it doesn't feel overwhelming at all. Anyone could easily do that.
That's exactly why it works so well. Most learners fail because they try to memorize 50 new expressions at once and end up using none.
I think that's the biggest lesson from today's adventure. Real English isn't about knowing the most words. It's simply about recognizing and using the expressions people actually use in their daily lives.
Before we finish up today, we'd love to hear from you down in the comments. If you could spend one summer day anywhere in America, where would you go first? And who would you take with you? Leave your answers below because we'd really love to read them.
And remember something important. Everything we experienced today happened after arriving in America. Before meeting these friends, before hearing these expressions, and before enjoying your first backyard barbecue, there's one defining day every traveler has to go through. Your very first day.
Exactly. And if today's video helped you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with a friend. Because in our next lesson, we're going back to the exact moment your plane lands. We'll guide you through every critical conversation, from airport immigration and local transportation to checking into your hotel and ordering your first coffee.
It's the perfect next step because every unforgettable summer adventure starts with one successful first day. You can click right here on the screen to watch it now.
Thanks so much for spending part of your day with us.
Keep learning,
Keep speaking.
and we'll see you in the next lesson.
Bye.